welcome to our University of North Florida LGBTQ Center's Lavender Graduation Class of 2021. We are super excited that you can join us today. And unfortunately, that we cannot be meeting in person, we're all gathered virtually around our screens. And hopefully you'll be able to enjoy this beautiful ceremony that our team has put together for you. We are so proud of all of our graduates. The Lavender Graduation is where we celebrate our LGBTQ plus students who are graduating, those who have made it all the way to the top. And we're so excited to have such a diverse group with us today. Hopefully you can join us and watch the rest of the show because we did it with lots of love. And hopefully next year we can celebrate this in person. I would like to start tonight's celebration with a quote from my favorite poet, E.E. Cummings. He writes, "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." Well, that's what you have all done. You have all achieved the courage to not only be able to graduate, but doing so in being your true selves, being unapologetically you. And we celebrate that. Whatever your gender identity is, whichever personal pronouns you use, this is all for you. This is your celebration. We are so happy that you have chosen to be a part to celebrate this momentous occasion with us. So we want to thank you for allowing us into your lives. But I think it's time that we begin our celebration. The speaker who will be welcoming you tonight is very near and dear to us at the LGBTQ Center. He is our office assistant. He is also a Perch Fellow, which means that he works with our mental health counseling program at the LGBTQ Center. But he's also a UNF graduate. He actually graduated last year, so he's in the class of 2020, with a Master's of Social Work. We are super proud to welcome him and to have him as our speaker tonight, welcoming all of you. I would like to introduce you to Hayden.
Hi everyone, I wanted to welcome you to the Lavender Graduation Ceremony. I'm so excited for our graduates this year who have persevered through a pandemic in their last year of school, which is a feat for anyone, but especially someone who is a senior who is graduating to be able to get all of this stuff done, all of the extra unnecessary crap that the school says is necessary, but it's just a bunch of paperwork to get done to graduate. I want to congratulate all of the graduates for everything that they've done. They're just so fantastic. I'm so excited for you, and I'm happy that you all get to walk. I know it hasn't been an easy year, but I'm glad to see so many individuals from the LGBTQ community taking this step, taking this final or sometimes intermediate step into their career, into the life that they want to live and the path that they want for their life. And I want to extend to everyone, come down to the LGBTQ Center before the weekend, or before the graduation ceremony later on this weekend, and grab your lavender cord. Make sure you get that so you can walk with it, and stop by next week and we'll have the Lavender Graduation certificates printed out for you so you can have that to nicely hang up on your wall. And I don't think I'm leaving out anything else, so congrats, graduates. We'll see you on the flip side.
Thank you, Hayden, for those great words. We truly appreciate you being so open and honest in the words that you said to our graduates. And of course, we wish you all the best of luck as well. We know that you'll do wonderful things for our UNF community. Education is something that is very personal and to me. I truly believe that without education, you're not able to succeed much. When you've got the right tools in front of you and you've got someone who helps you to be able to go through life they're educating you, they're mentoring you, they are helping you. Those of you who are graduating tonight, you're going to be joining those ranks, because now it's going to be up to you to be able to mentor somebody else, to be able to make somebody else realize how important education truly is to us. We are so thrilled that you're with us tonight. And please remember that education is what makes the world go round. It makes people stand out for all of the good reasons. Because right now, as you graduate, the whole world is open to you. You've got the entire world at your hands to do with it as you like. So please, I hope that you take your responsibility seriously, and I hope that you do what is best for you, for your community, and your entire world at large.
Good evening. My name is Whitney Meyer, and I'm the Vice President and Chief Diversity Officer here at the University of North Florida. And I don't know about you, but I am very excited. Graduation time is always such a fun, festive time. And although we are online tonight, the excitement and the festivities do not stop. As a matter of fact, I feel like we're even more excited because in the middle of a crazy time in our world, you're giving us all hope. All of our graduates, you are giving us hope for our futures and our next steps as we think about where are we going as a country. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your work, all of your sacrifice, your blood, sweat, and tears to achieve this moment. This is a big deal. And I hope you're surrounded by so many people who can love and celebrate with you. And now, what is a graduation ceremony event without a keynote speaker? And today, I'm very excited to introduce our keynote speaker tonight, Cindy Watson. Cindy Watson is the CEO of Jasmine here in Jacksonville, Florida. But what a lot of people tend to not know about Cindy is that she has been advocating for people for over 25 years. Her heart, her passion, everything that she does is for others. So Cindy, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you so, so much for caring about this city in Jacksonville and our graduating students. With that, I turn it to Cindy.
I'm Cindy Watson, CEO of Jasmine. It's an honor for me to be with you for this UNF Lavender graduation. First, congratulations to all of you, both high school and college graduates. Your accomplishments and commitment to completing this stage of your education shine brightly. May they illuminate your paths forward. It's exciting for me to be speaking to you today. I've been at Jasmine, the LGBTQ Youth Center in Jacksonville, for over 2 decades. As the CEO, I help hold the vision and secure the resources to bring a wide range of programs and services to support and empower LGBTQ young people. It's a true privilege and labor of love for me to do this advocacy and social change work in the LGBT community and on behalf of the community. It has always filled me with pride to claim my identity in Jacksonville as a professional lesbian. For years, people would meet me and say, "Hey, Jasmine," but you know, I am not Jasmine. I just help birth them and guide them along for their first 20-something years. When I started this work in 1994, it was important to me that we live the value of youth centricity. Youth centricity, which means we put young people at the center of everything we do, every decision and every plan. Do you know why we created this word and centered our values with young people? Because we were founded by a young person. Ernie Solorio made a difference at the age of 19 when he brought this organization into life in Jacksonville. His drive to create a safe place for himself and other LGBTQ youth led him to bring an idea into fruition, to create safe space for LGBT young people in Jacksonville. And in 1993, this was not easy. In fact, there was a lot of fear in the LGBT community about being out because people lost their jobs, their families, and sometimes their lives for being out. And hostility and rejection of LGBT people was the norm for teens, young adults, and older adults alike. Young people had fewer resources and were more vulnerable to rejection and hatred. But all LGBT people in Jacksonville had deep fears of being visible and standing up for change. Ernie persevered. Based on the very real needs of young people, including his own needs for safety, support, and acceptance, Ernie formed a plan, taking guidance from others doing similar work, and came up with the name Jasmine, the Jacksonville Area Sexual Minority Youth Network, that reflects our community and the network of young people we connect and the flower spirit of growth and beauty. Ernie gathered others around him, including courageous young people and bold, supportive adults. He found a safe place to gather in the Willow Branch Library, in the basement meeting room, and he gathered with other young people, and together they found creative ways to spread the word about Jasmine, often with paper, flyers, and handouts. Now, this was before Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, but Jasmine grew from there. Ernie, at the age of 19, inspired a generation of young people and adults with his vision and courage and unwillingness to back down. I think there's still a lot to learn from Jasmine's creation story and from our young founder, Ernie Solorio. Young people can make a difference with vision, generosity, and commitment, but change takes courage and time and perseverance. And that's not unlike education. We're here today to celebrate your graduation, and this calls for a look at why education is so important. Education is a ticket. It can take you places you may never go without it. Education satisfies curiosity about the world and what has gone on before and how things work and what our place is. And curiosity is that rare experience that can keep you open to new ideas and experiences, help you adapt to challenges and manage anxiety, and bring you joy and delight in your life. Education is a change maker, giving you tools to see your way forward and the skills to make a plan and realize your goals. Education is an equalizer, helping to level the playing field to get you where you want to go. As LGBT people and people of color, you may have to fight to find your place. You may have to fight for inclusion and equity. But there will be others along this journey with you, with stories like yours, to help guide and to encourage you, and there will also be accomplices to help fight beside you. Your hard-won place will make you stronger, and your brilliance will shine brighter. Education is a connector, helping you find people outside your family and place of origin, people who will challenge you, affirm you, echo you, love you, and move forward with you. And finally, education is a privilege, a right, a responsibility, a burden, and a joy. If you're in the graduation lineup today, then you may have experienced many of these things. You have your education and experiences here, the good, the bad, the easy, the hard, to stand on, to build on, and to create the life you want to live from what you've learned and built with this foundation. And especially being educated during the year when we've experienced the COVID pandemic will give you a much stronger foundation and resilience. I want to challenge you to take your education and your own sense of LGBTQ pride and your passions and your courage to work towards making our world a more equitable place for all people, and especially young people. Jacksonville, like just about everywhere else, still has a lot of work to do to bring us closer to the ideals of an equitable community, where all people are valued and affirmed, and can rise to their fullest potential without fear of harm or harassment, bias, discrimination, or violence. Our country, our world, our community, they all need you. All of you Lavender graduates, to engage and courageously embrace the work of positive change and social justice. Our work around racial equity and justice is especially important at this time in our history. Our African American, Black, Latinx, Indigenous, Asian American, Asian, and other peoples of color, our friends, our family, colleagues, and neighbors, they all deserve and demand to be centered in this work, just like we centered youth in the creation of Jasmine. Our world will be a much better and more loving and affirming and egalitarian world when we take this journey together toward racial equity and justice. Our LGBTQ youth of color will be able to thrive. And how do we do this? Where do we begin? Organizations like Jasmine and the LGBT Center at UNF are some of the best places to engage. These two organizations create vital places in this community where young people can grow, but also where the spirit of LGBTQ liberation ignites on a daily basis and spreads across the city to help make systemic change possible for LGBTQ young people and people of color. So I want to challenge you all to consider engaging with Jasmine, the LGBT Center, or a similar organization wherever you land, to bring your energy and education, enthusiasm, and especially your courage and your brilliance into the very real work of making change in individual lives and in the life of our community. I want to leave you with a quote by Audre Lorde. This quote guided us as we created Jasmine. It guided Ernie as he stepped up for change. And it can guide you as you move forward from this day into your life, where you can embrace the work of social justice and making change. And Audre Lorde said, "When I dare to be powerful, to use my strength in the service of my vision, then it becomes less and less important whether I am afraid." So go forth and be powerful. Thank you, and congratulations to you all.
Wow, Cindy, thank you so much for all those words, for the advice, for being so open and honest with us. I love the title of professional lesbian. I often tell my staff that I'm the head gay in the office, I guess. So I completely understand where you're coming from. So thank you for sharing your story with us. Truly appreciate it. Now, I would love to introduce you to the President and the First Lady at UNF.
I'm David Szymanski. I'm the president at UNF. This is my wife, First Lady Maria. We're just here to congratulate you on this very, very special occasion. We wish we could be there, but we're here for you now in terms of Lavender graduation. You know, it is an exciting time. It's a time you finally made it. You made it across the stage. You persevered. You make our community special. You make our community proud of who you are. So we want to thank the LGBTQ plus community for all that you do to create diversity on our campus, to really make it a special place where everybody's respected, where everybody's included, where everybody makes a difference. And so we're excited for you. We're excited for us. We're excited for our community. We're excited for the future to see where you're going to go and where you're going to take yourself. And don't forget to come back, because you're always part of the Osprey family. So with that, I'll turn it over to my wife, Maria.
Oh, it is such an honor to be here with you. You know, the Lavender graduation is such an empowering event and accepting. It's such an accepting idea that will make a great change. You know, congratulations. This is a graduation celebration. Thank you for having us.
So congratulations. And don't always think about what you need to do next, but what we need to do next right now is on the count of three, we're going to swoop. So on the count of three, one, two, three, swoop.
Thank you, President Szymanski and First Lady. We truly appreciate your guidance and leadership in UNF. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do many of the things that we do with all of your support that you give us at the LGBTQ Center. We truly appreciate that. And I love that you made the swoop at the end. I think it's a great start for the class of 2021. So here they are.
Hello, my name is Xavier Dale. My time at UNF has been really great. I came to UNF because of the LGBTQ Center, and I came to UNF because there was also gender inclusive housing. So I knew I would have a safe place to go to, and I would be able to make friends within the community. And so it's been really great, and also I got to experience being a student assistant at the LGBTQ Center. My plans for after graduation is to complete my transition, and then also to come back to UNF as a graduate student, and also find a job in the biology.
Hi everyone, my name is Kira Fellows and I'm graduating class of 2021 with a double major in business management and marketing with a minor in digital analytics. After graduation, I plan on continuing to go to the University of North Florida to get my master's in business administration with a concentration in marketing.
Hi, my name is Logan Judd, and I'm graduating UNF with a Master's in Higher Education Administration in spring 2021. I currently work at UNF in the Department of Diversity Initiatives, and I plan to continue after I graduate.